Hey, what's up? We're back with more One Piece. This is episodes 591, 592, and 593. So obviously we skipped 590 because it is a filler episode. I actually didn't watch it and I didn't even look it up. Generally I'll look it up and sometimes I watch it in the background. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be another collab episode. I think someone said it had Dragon Ball in it as well, which makes me kind of curious, and I might check it out at some point. But I just, I didn't even think about it. I just knew that I was doing 591 today, and so I just clicked on that because 590 isn't even on Crunchyroll, so it's like I'd have to actually look into it to find it. So anyway, the point is I didn't see it, but that's fine. We're moving on to 591, 592, and 593. 3 episodes in today's video. I have been very much enjoying this arc. We got introduced the last video in the last few episodes to Caesar Clown. We have some body switch shenanigans going on, and I think all of it's very fun. I'm having a great time. I think it's very enjoyable. The lore stuff is interesting and kind of scary, and I'm trying to figure out his motivations right now. There's a lot of stuff happening, so we're just going to start watching this episode and we're going to finish watching it, and then we're going to start watching the next one. I'm just explaining to you the format of a video of mine, which is I just watch episodes and then I talk about them. So we're going to do that today. Make sure to support this video if you like my vibe, if you like this channel. Make sure to continue supporting, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. That stuff helps me out a lot, and you can get bonus content if you put a little bit of cash on the table by either joining my Patreon account down in the description below. You can get the full length reactions and early access, so that's about 20 episodes ahead of YouTube, which is really cool. Or you can join the YouTube membership down below and you get a week ahead on the YouTube for edited videos, which is also great. So there's lots of great stuff that you can do to support me, or you can just stick around here, comment down below, tell me the parts about the video you liked, and I really love that too. So let's just jump into the episode. This is episode 591 of One Piece. Woo! A new OP. Okay. Oh, cute little coloring book. Oh, Nami in glasses. This is cute so far. Oh, I like Brooke's outfit. Okay. It's just a cute song. Funny thing is, I can't tell if this is supposed to be part of it or not. Sometimes the intros have random things in it. So I forgot how long One Piece openings are, so I keep expecting it to end. Oh my god, look at Franky. He's so big. Ah, I think those are animated manga covers, I think. That's cute. Cool, damn. Look at them there. Okay, that's fun. Okay, recap Rubik's, by the way. This is a Rubik's Cube that I do when the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. If you're new to the channel, that's a little recap for you. So I'm trying to beat the recap of the show with the cube. Okay, and that's the cube complete. Now let's see if we can do a second cube. If we can, that'll be called a 2-cube cap, as in 2-cube recap. Okay, that's as far as I got on the second cube, not very far at all. Nothing, and this episode's called Caesar Clown. I don't know. Buries himself in snow. You have to get used to using Chopper's powers. Rolling him like a snowball. Oh my god. I feel like it would be kind of bad being in Nami's body, because you can't look at her face. Her face is the best part. Oh my gosh. Of course! The first person who said yes. Yeah, you need to keep an eye. Aww. Oh, it's very cute. Samples of their sweat. Her name's Mocha? We're finally getting some names. Oh, Mocha's very cute. And that's a cute name as well. Nico Robin's defensive of Chopper's face. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this. Signed? Signed? Which one's this? What the fuck? Okay. This one's sinned. Hmm? What's going on? Oh, Mocha. It's the bigger kids that it's happening to first? Yeah. Candy? You ever check up? Because he saw Candy. Yeah, he saw Candy as instead of the snowball. Smoke comes out of it? The fuck is going on? Oh. Oh shit. Oh, Chopper's pissed. They being drugged or something? Oh man. Chopper really is mad. NHC-10. Yeah, okay, they are being drugged. Okay, and what's the deal? Okay, yeah. So they're having withdrawals. So they become reliant on it. Makes it difficult for them to leave. Oh, Chopper crying. Oh no, Chopper will beat the shit out of you. They're probably really bad withdrawals. Oh. God, these poor kids. This must be really hard for them and really hard to watch. Like, I mean, yeah, they're probably gonna get violent because of how much they're withdrawing. Oh my god. Oh. So they have extra strength now? Does it also double as a, you know, energy steroid? Oh my gosh. Cinder's not a giant. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of my question. So... that's why they're suffering the effects the most, because they've had the most drugs. And I think that would explain... Oh, that would explain the huge people frozen in ice, right? I mean, I don't know. How can you do it, like, without really, really hurting these kids? You have to restrain them. Sleep Star's good. It's the first time he's used something that's not a green star in ages, I feel like. Okay, good. Good job, Usopp. Oh. Aw, look how peacefully they're sleeping. Chopper's voice actor is doing so good, so well. You gotta go beat up Caesar Clown. Hell yes. Keep an eye on them. But someone needs to take care of them, yeah? We are just scared. You tying all of them up? I don't know if there's much we can do. Luffy's like, you just stay in each other's bodies. Oh my god. So, did Zoro very carefully make sure Nami was okay? Because, you know, he would protect Nami. Because Nami and Zoro are close friends. Oh my gosh. That's someone who's taken a lot of the drug, I think. They will. Oh, and Lord doesn't know about that, I imagine? The Snow Mountain Killer. Oh. Okay. So, I mean, following the theme of mythical creatures, we have some Yeti. Oh my god. God damn. Okay. Okay. Good first episode of the 3 that we're doing today. So let's talk about the new OP first, because we have a new OP. I quite liked it. I liked the visuals. I think the song's got to grow on me a little bit. I liked the song, but man, One Piece has had some songs that I've really loved. But to be fair, some of them have taken some time. I had to watch it a few times to actually have the song like really imprint on me. And this song is very different from the other ones, so I need to give it time. I can't really talk about if I love the song or hate it yet, or am neutral on it, until a little bit later, you know, like give me 10 or so episodes, and I feel like at that point I'll have a good vibe on whether I like it or not. I think, like, so far my first impression of it is I think it's an okay song, but like not as good as most of the One Piece songs are. But it's also coming off of like what I thought was a really amazing song, so it's kind of hard to compete against that. But yeah, so it had some, I liked some of the visuals, and I liked the way that they were showing the crew, you know, going about their business. I liked the designs of like the crew costumes in the OP as well. There was some good stuff there, and it just had some classic ED like visuals that I enjoyed as well, like the visual of like Luffy walking up to Law and they're like looking at each other and stuff. I feel like, I don't know, there's something about a shot like that that I really enjoy, where it's like showing that, oh, here's an important relationship we're focusing on in this arc, and that's the whatever's going on between Law and Luffy, because that's pretty complex, and I still don't know where they will stand on it. It seemed like in this episode Law theoretically doesn't know about the drugging of kids thing, because Caesar was like, I have a feeling that they're going to be coming back here soon, and Law just went, huh, what? So I think he doesn't know about that, which might change his allegiances, you know, because it's a pretty, not pretty, it's a very fucked up thing to do, is to drug children over time and get their bodies addicted to this substance. Like, that is really messed up. So yeah, I like just that realization in this episode is terrifying, and also Chopper's reaction to it. I really liked Chopper's reaction to it. I liked seeing him, you know, realize that, and then him get like pissed off, like really genuinely angry about that. It's I think really cool. And you know what, it's kind of, I feel like it kind of works seeing that in Sanji's body as well. Like there's something about it that can also add some intensity to it, because Chopper's design is very cute. Being able to like have that angry moment be within Sanji's body, there's actually something about that lends it to working a little more, you know. Like in the same way that Nami is actually scarier right now because she's in Franky's body. So like when she's making her threats, they're even more like terrifying threats because it's a giant robot that's looming over you. Because Franky's such like a nice, friendly guy who's generally pretty happy and stuff. He doesn't tend to like loom over people. He doesn't tend to use his size against them. But Nami is used to being like smaller than most people and skinnier than most people. So she will like get up in people's faces and like, and so now like taking Nami's attitude and putting it into Franky's body makes it actually pretty terrifying, because it's like someone who has the size over you and is getting up in your face and screaming at you. So yeah, like that's the cool thing about having this body switch stuff, is we're getting to see different dynamics. I really, really love, and this is like my favorite, I think it might be one of my favorite quirks of the Straw Hats, if not my favorite, is Nico Robin loves Chopper. That's just an amazing character thing that's like barely mentioned, but it's always present. Like they don't say it necessarily, and they don't make a big deal of it, but it is like the most consistent thing where like Nico Robin is clearly like just Chopper's like her best friend, and it's adorable. And I love in this episode that Franky was just being Franky, and Nico Robin was pissed off at him and saying like, don't you fucking dare do this shit on Chopper's face. Like you can't ruin his face, don't say horrible things with his not his voice necessarily, but with his body. I loved that she was protective about that. And it's also good her doing it with Franky, because I feel like as people have said, I've realized this more and more now, especially with you guys telling me in previous episodes, but that there is kind of like a strange little connection between Franky and Robin, where they do actually, you know, get some individual scenes together, and they there's just, you know, it's weird. I want to use the phrase something between them, but that implies romance. There's something platonically between them. There could also be something romantic between them if this was that sort of show, but it's not. This isn't the sort of show to do romance, especially not between the crew. I mean, we've all heard that in the live action, not we've all heard, but a lot of us have heard that in the live action, one of the stipulations that Oda gave was that the crew, there shouldn't be any romance between the crew. So we know that, you know, going into it, that Oda doesn't want that. He wants the crew to be like purely platonic all the way around. But at the same time, it's easy to see like Robin and Franky do give off a weird, like, not weird, but like a spousal type of vibe sometimes. And so it almost works her being comfortable enough to tell him off in the same way that, like, you know, your wife would tell you off because she knows what you're about to do. She knows your tendencies and feels that she's entitled to be able to tell you off before you do stupid bullshit. So yeah, I liked that. Anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. We've got the Cool Brothers, the Snow Mountain Killers, I think they were called, coming up in this next episode, I guess. So let's just jump to it. This is episode 592 of One Piece. Here we go. I do like this introduction. Okay. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's the cube complete. Okay, I'm not looking. This episode is called Chopper kills a kid because he gets curious. Well, a lot of you will say that's not in Chopper's character. He would never do that. Well, that's why it's a twist. She's not used to having robot hands. Don't talk. How much have we heard Itterashai in One Piece? Like, you hear it in so much anime, but One Piece, you know, they're not often like setting off somewhere away from each other. This makes me very cold looking at these characters. I mean, looking at this setting in general. They're not dead, but it's pretty fucked up that they tried to kill him. How much intel is Law gonna give? Oh, he didn't even know about that. He's got a jacket that just says gas twice. Oh, because he's got the gas fruit, maybe? Yeah, that would have been really difficult. Like, we just stumbled across it. I mean, yeah, Law ended up being pretty useful for what Caesar's doing. It seems like Mona is like the second in command. She's like the information girl. Can you give them new legs? Okay, he's asking about it. It's a candy, I just realized. Is it like, is this from Big Mom maybe? Because Big Mom's all about the candy. Maybe not. He doesn't love that. But he's also not going against him. So Law doesn't love dealing with Caesar, but... what the fuck? What's going on? Put together the clues you have, Usopp. Good. Shit. Oh, what are you gonna do, Chopper? Just scouting for now? I didn't see anyone. But maybe they're just like blending in with the snow. Ooh. Or shooting them with a gun? Wait, so they have guns? And they're huge, right? So guns the same size as them? Oh my gosh. So they're like rifles that shoot out essentially cannonballs, maybe bigger.
So cool!
Yeah, he's got a bit more information. You're not taking the beam seriously. I like hearing Nami's voice actor do it. Okay, so you know quite a lot about them then. Okay, you know a lot about them. You know basically everything about them. Oh! Are they assassinating Brownbeard? They're assassinating him so that he doesn't give away any information? And maybe because he fucked up? It would kind of be satisfying if he just shot right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I imagine we're gonna save Brownbeard, and maybe he'll be on our side. Oh my gosh. Is that his... That was his nice smile? That's what he looks like when he's being nice to people. It'd be nice to have legs again. Brownbeard was so loyal. I mean, I respect that about him at least. I don't know why I'm feeling bad for Brownbeard. Well, I do know why. Because he was being manipulated. Oh my god! Holy fuck! I mean, did that kill him? No way he survived that. But he probably did. And we still haven't seen their faces. Oh. Seems like they're good at concealing themselves. Are they about to do a King Kong reference? With like a monkey hand grabbing a woman and... Seems King Kong-esque. Oh. That must be scary. If you ask Laura a question and he puts a room around you. Oh. Did he do anything? Oh. Did what did he just... Okay. Okay. Good episode. I liked it. I had to pause between the episode and this just to reply to something. So my mind is scattered a little bit. I'm trying to remember. Because generally, as soon as the episode ends, I'm like, okay, here we go, episode time. But yeah, I'm a little distracted right now. Okay, let's zone back in. This is why I take notes. This is the reason I take notes. So hopefully I took good notes this episode. They're okay. So I liked the because we got these two assassins, right? The Yeti Butt Brothers. What are they called? The Snow Mountain Killers. I wish I wrote that better. I'm gonna rewrite that note because the word killers is impossible to read. All right, yeah, the Snow Mountain Killers, and they seem pretty cool. I like them. I want to see what their like proper design is. You know, like I want them to, like, unless the entire time they're just gonna have their face clouded in shadow, which I think that would be kind of cool as well if they had it like always shadow. But right now I don't think they're going to, and so I want to I want to see what they look like. So yeah, Rock and Scotch, them like assassinating Brownbeard is pretty brutal. It's once again one of those situations where I don't think Brownbeard is dead because it's One Piece, and generally Oda will just want to bring that character back. But I do think that scene is better if he's dead, because firstly, let's see if it follows Gent's law, which is, oh no, it's not popping up quickly. Oh, I know why. There we go. So Gent's law, which is the impact of a character's death must be greater than said character's accumulated value if they were to remain alive for the rest of the series. So if you don't know, this is something that I came up with based on like when I think a character's death should happen in a series. The idea is like you kill a character, is the impact of their death, is that worth it, or would it have been more worth it if they stick around and we get more scenes with them? Brownbeard, the scenes with Brownbeard, I don't really care that much about, but him dying by being shot in the face a bunch of times to show off how, excuse the pun, cold-hearted these assassins are, that is cool. If the assassins go bang, 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 and shoot him all those times, and then he ends up still being alive, it makes them a little less cool, I think. So, does Brownbeard's death pass Gent's lore? Yes, absolutely it does. Now, will he stay dead? I don't know. It's One Piece. Either way, it wasn't like a very explicit death. Like, when he was lying there on the ground, I thought he looks knocked out in One Piece terms. Looks like he could get up at any time now. And I also feel like Oda would want to use this character as almost like a redemption thing. He's going to save the Straw Hats later. Excuse me, in the arc at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Because it seemed like towards the end, like they started by making him, when we very first saw him, he was like insufferable, annoying, dumb, whatever. Then we saw him and he's kind of just dumb, a little annoying, but mostly, just kind of evil and annoying. And then now he's like the lovable idiot almost, it seems like he's been clearly heavily manipulated by Caesar. We can see, Caesar saw that he was dumb and also extremely seeking other people's approval, which might be a big reason behind the name Brownbeard. It's like he sees people like Blackbeard and Whitebeard are so big and important, and he wants to be big and important, so he calls himself Brownbeard, thinking, that naming convention's going to catch on and people are going to remember me. And then Caesar, clocks him very quickly, sees that he's that sort of person, and then manipulates him heavily. But yeah, anyway, so I would not be shocked if Brownbeard is alive and Oda brings him back to save the Straw Hats or whatever at some point. I'm still very curious about what Law is doing exactly, because it seems like he's not a big fan of Caesar. He seemed to be kind of pissed off with Caesar, but he also has his own shit he needs to do. But at the end there, they're going, "Hey, Law, where are you going?" And he just kills them. I think he just killed them at the end there, which is pretty awesome. That he just like slices them up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Law's doing and how that ties into what we're doing. But anyway, let's move on to the next episode, and the final episode we're doing in this video, episode 593. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that is a cube complete. Oh, don't look! I almost looked. I was like, I looked back towards the screen, but then the title was coming up, but I didn't. I'm fine. Yeah, that is an understatement. They have to call her Nami and Franky's body. Oh, the rumble balls? Yeah, I mean, if it's an emergency, just turn on monster mode. Just one? Yeah. Oh my god! He's doing it right away? Did you just go booper? Oh my gosh. Because you can't control it because he's an idiot. Yeah, that was so stupid. That's why they wanted Franky's body. Right, that makes a lot of sense. I thought I thought they were just kidnapping Nami. I guess I didn't even think about the fact they don't know that Nami's in their body. Yeah, come on, G5. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chopper makes the boobs look like pecs. Not Chopper, Smoker. Smoker makes the boobs look like pecs. Oh, that's a cool shot. Ooh. It's not for perverted reasons right now. Because it can't be. That's cool. Cool.
So cool.
I don't mind their gimmick, honestly. Rock. And Scotch. And Rock and Scotch, like Scotch on the rocks, I imagine is the joke they're making. But those are nice names. Oh, clever. Using the footprints against us is a smart plan. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Yeah, Luffy can't be beaten by just regular ice spikes. Come on. I like that they're like adjusting though. That they go, okay, that didn't work, let's try another plan. I actually kind of like these two villains. Oh shit, man. It's like they have shaved. They're really fucking quick. So they're in their like favorite environment, which is helping them. Okay, so what's in here? Is it some horrible creature? Oh, it sounds gloopy. Oh, hang on. Is that slime thing in the opening actually part of the show? As I said, sometimes they just have like random creatures in the opening. But it's possible that that was actually part of the arc. Yeah. I wonder if they'd be able to take one of Luffy's punches head on, you know? Nice! Redirecting it the place you want to. Wow! Fire salute! Nice! So really improved your Gum Gum Balloon. Oh shit! That's a huge peak you just shot down. Oh! KYP. Oh my gosh! Nice. He's still gonna be raging though. Oh my gosh, you have to go gear third to deal with Franky Chopper. No, she lost the Nami mask. Oh, careful leaving Chopper's body out there unattended. Oh my god. They're really... This really feels like King Kong now, right? Like climbing a building, holding her. It's gotta be an homage, I would imagine. Okay, they're really leaning into it now. Shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! You just instantly cut him in half. Oh. What's he doing?
Counter shock.
Counter shock? Whoa! Oh my god. He's really just fucking up anyone who comes across him. I don't think on purpose. Oh really? He just bit it. Okay. Well, I know which one we'd be taking. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Oh really? Oh shit. That was a really great ending to the episode. I'm so excited to find out what is going on here, but I imagine because of the way they've set up Big Mom, I imagine Big Mom is the one he wants to take down. Cause we got what? The 4 emperors, just to remind myself, currently are Shanks, Big Mom, Kaido, and is Blackbeard an emperor right now? I can't remember. But yeah, so I imagine, you know, we're not taking down Shanks or anything, so like I don't even think Luffy would want to do that if he didn't have to. Like, not to say that Luffy wouldn't fight Shanks. I think he would if it was necessary. But I don't think he'd like seek out and take down Shanks. But Big Mom, they've set her up as like a scumbag, and also we've already vowed to take her down, right? Didn't we? So I think that's probably what his plan is, which makes me excited. Because that's a really cool idea. And now that I'm thinking about it, the Alliance, I did the reaction to the cover stories, and in the cover stories they had they had like it showed for a second like Law and Straw Hat's Alliance or something, I think. And I remember I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Because I was told there would be like a hint in one of the cover stories or whatever. But I didn't even think about it until now. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that we saw that going into this, seeing that Law was here. But that makes sense. So Law wants to team up with us, make an alliance, and that seems fucking cool. That would be really cool. Especially since Law, I think, is just such a cool character. Like, it's very easy to watch him and go, this is a dope character, a very memorable character. And on top of that, I mean, if you're gonna have such a great voice actor, like, it's voiced by Levi's voice actor in both Japanese and English, I've been told. I don't remember what Levi's voice actor's Japanese voice actor's name is, but I do really like him, and also in English it's Matthew Mercer. I definitely know Matthew Mercer. I love him. I'm a Critical Role fan, so I'm a huge Matthew Mercer fan. But yeah, so that's really cool to be able to utilize such a cool character in such a cool way. He's great. It's really good. I liked this episode. I actually liked Scotch and Rock. I think they were solid little, like, in terms of the One Piece villains who were like introduced almost out of nowhere. Like, it has that happen in One Piece a decent amount. Oftentimes when that happens, I don't care that much about it, but I have varying levels. It basically depends on if I think that gimmick is interesting enough, or if the characters are interesting enough, or if the battle is good enough. And I think this kind of checked most of those boxes. I don't think it outstayed its welcome. Maybe they'll still, come back and get up again or whatever. But if they don't, I think that was fine. That worked nicely. They were a force to be reckoned with, but at the same time, they weren't like it. I didn't feel like Luffy or anyone was being nerfed in the scene, if you know what I mean. It felt like Luffy just had to adjust to what they were doing, and then we got to see something that Luffy had been working on, which is the idea that his Gum Gum balloon, he always uses it, but he often just like directs it outwards. Like he just uses it as a defensive move. But Rayleigh apparently told him, you're wasting it if you're just using it as a defensive move. You should start using it offensively. Make the cannon come toward you and hit you, and then focus your attention on aiming back at the person, which is amazing. That's really good. And I love that Luffy's taken a lot from Rayleigh, and we're still seeing how he's grown from that experience. Because there could be he could have some really cool moves. And if Luffy is thinking more and more in battles, that's great. Because he's a very instinctual guy, and I've talked about this before. He does have a great battle IQ. You know, he doesn't have a great IQ in general, but he does have a great battle IQ. He's able to pick up on people's weaknesses. He's very attentive to people's emotions and the things that they're fighting for and the way that they fight. He's very attentive to all that stuff, but he sort of knows that stuff instinctively. Like he'll pick up on someone's weakness, but he might not even figure out why he knows their weakness. But it feels like he's thinking more and more, and in those years training with Rayleigh, he actually took on a lot of those lessons. So I think it's going to be very cool. It's very funny that Franky, like, especially after they almost did away with Chopper's monster form having the major downside being it's like a Hulk mode. He can't control it, you know, he just goes crazy, right? That was a big downside of it. And then the time skip happened, and then he goes into monster mode and he goes, oh, actually I can control it now, which is great. And it's good because it shows how he's progressed and stuff, but it obviously gets rid of a big downside of the move. This is a clever way to bring that downside back in, is you have Franky in his body. Franky doesn't know how to control it. Franky hasn't done any of that training. So Franky wants to try it out, and of course he does. He wants to do a big cool move. And he just fucks it all up. Although I will say that's probably the dumbest thing Franky's done as part of the Straw Hats, I think, because I feel like Franky is one of the more level-headed of our of the Straw Hats. Like, I don't generally feel like he's the one to do something really stupid to get us into danger, you know? I feel like Luffy is the main one, you know, to do some really stupid thing like that's reckless and you didn't think through. Like Luffy will get himself stuck in some stupid places, you know. Zoro occasionally will do it. Usopp will kind of do it for different reasons than the others will do it. And I mean, I feel like that's kind of it. But it feels like this, and like, you know, and Sanji sometimes, you know. But like, for the most part, I feel like Luffy is like the front runner of like doing something stupid that puts the crew in danger because he's impatient. But this time it was Franky. So I don't know. I guess it's also possible Franky is extra impatient right now because he doesn't have his own body and he's frustrated that someone's taken his body. And also, I mean, they took his body because they wanted like the laser off him. I don't know how much Franky knows about that, but they wanted to take his fucking laser, which he really likes his laser. But like, yeah, so it's Vegapunk's laser, which makes a lot of sense. But it explains why the laser is so fucking powerful. It is so strong. Like, that's the laser that Franky has is one of the strongest things that the Straw Hats have, I think. Just like, if you put the power level of everything one after another, it would be like Luffy and Zoro at their peak are probably at the very top, and then it's like Franky's laser right below it. Maybe like Franky's laser could even be higher. We saw, I know it's not canon, but we saw in the One Piece Film Z movie, he used the laser to just fucking melt pacifistas. Like, it was fucking insane. It was so strong. What else? Oh yeah. No, that I already talked about that. Going against the 4 emperors and stuff. We already went over that. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this episode. So that was One Piece episodes 591 to 593. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, exclusive videos, lots of other great stuff. You can join my Patreon account for 20 episodes early. You can join my YouTube account down below for a week early on edited videos by joining the YouTube membership, and you also get emotes and priority comment replies and all that stuff. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.